Robert, how will you fund all these projects for CrowdSource Studios?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we're called CrowdSource Studios is once we have the principal elements, the director, the script, the actors, then we go to a crowdfunding site and we raise the production budget for the film. And if we're successfully funded, then we go make the movie.
Will you have a team of people trying to be part of the crowdfunding campaign, or how will that work?
Sure, yeah. So our members, the members of the people who are voting for the scripts and so forth, those are our members. And all you have to do to be a member is to give us your email address. That's it. And if you feel like it, vote for script or actors or all three or whatever it is. And hopefully those same people who voted for the script and the actors and the director will join us and say, yeah, you know what, I helped pick the actor or the script. I'll give $10 to get a digital copy of the film, and they'll help. Yeah, and the end game for us is those same members who helped pick the actors and the script and so forth, and presumably or hopefully help us produce the film, raise the budget, will be the end users. They'll be the audience for it. So,
do you plan on directing any of these films?
But just to be on the safe side, there are a lot of sort of question marks as to, we have some sort of control issues, which is a good point because but the short answer is yeah. Just the first one I'm going to direct. Mm-hmm. And somebody raised the issue: what happens if we hire a nightmare director, or we hire a? So we're going to have to consider that when we're picking finalists. Like, do we want to work with this person? And there's always a wild card with an actor, whatever it is. So we are going by the sort of Miss America policy, which is, for whatever reason, we have the right to get rid of an actor or a director, whatever it is. Probably not a screenplay writer, but it's unlikely that they'll become a nightmare once we choose a script. But the runner-up, whoever got the second most votes, will replace them under. If we encounter that sort of circumstance, yeah.
What if you want to change a screenplay? How much leeway do you feel? Because I know a lot of screenwriters are very precious about their work.
Oh, you mean if we want to?
Tweak it a little.
Yeah.
Just within
the
confines.
Get used to it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's that's part of the deal. That's part of the contract too. So, yeah. I mean, I've had that experience as a writer, and it's painful and stuff. But you're going to have to assume that if we're making this movie, it's hopefully in good hands and you're happy with it. But yeah, we absolutely reserve the right to, I don't anticipate a major rewrite. Hopefully it's sort of like when you're making a movie, the casting is 90% of it. So when we choose these finalists, we're going to assume that they're not necessarily camera ready, but they're pretty damn close. But yeah, we may do some rewrites.
Right. So people can go to crowdsourcestudios.com and they can go on there and they can submit their work. First, just screenplays right now. It sounds like that's all you're taking.
Correct. So until we have we can't really figure out a director, and certainly not actors, until we have the script.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And then any tips to the screenwriters on how they should present themselves when they pitch? Because a lot of screenwriters they don't feel maybe comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So how should they kind of make themselves feel a little bit more approachable in selling their story?
I just think be passionate about it. Like, it can be, at the end of the day, it's just, we'll decide. It's not so much about presentation, although, if you're dynamic and stuff, it helps. But you need to have a solid story. So if you're really amped about a story that's like, yeah, I don't really care, you're not going to win, probably. But I just think if the beauty too of doing something like this, just like with actors now, most actors audition on camera. I mean, on video, they send it around. They don't have to actually go and show up. So you can do it 500 times until you get it right. You're the only one. So wait till you get it right and be passionate about it. And it's it's like a beauty contest in a way. You know what I mean? It's like it's got to be a little bit of definitely 50-50 style and substance, I'd say, because again, you can have the greatest pitch and have a shitty script, and you'll lose, and vice versa. If it's all style and no substance, you're not going to win either.
Right. Any tips for writers who are a little more self-effacing Because sometimes that works in your favor if you're Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just comes off as just stop. You know, have a little more confidence in yourself.
That might work for some people. Some people like that. You never know. So just sort of be yourself, I guess. And if you're really excited, I can't imagine anybody who's pitching their own script isn't really excited about it. So just figure it out and take your time. I mean, you're uploading a video. It's not live theater or anything. So.